Not all superheroes wear capes. Some are two-dimensional legends with a mask and undeniably glorious eyes. As you can see, me and Gojo have a lot in common. While he saves humanity from overpowered curses, I show you legendary anime videos. A pretty solid give and take. And today I got 3 awesome anime creators with some solid content worth checking out. One of them does these really sick anime edits, and I'm a huge sucker for those. And before we witness this glory with the Shaow Clone, I just want to thank the mad lads at FRESHCUT GG for being the sponsor of this video. FRESHCUT is an app that's perfectly dedicated to gamers, anime connoisseurs, and everyone in between. I've been posting a lot of my short form content there, and I'm a big fan of the vibe, so I definitely recommend checking it out. But without further ado, let's witness some greatness.
This new anime is too good. Now, although the episodes keep getting delayed, I've gotta say the wait is well worth it. Each new episode just keeps getting better and better. Who knew an anime about a guy living out his dreams during a zombie apocalypse would be so entertaining? And the main character, Akira, is perfect. Bro does not care about the zombies. He's just trying to complete his bucket list. This is Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead.
Zom 100 is definitely one of the better animes this season, and that's because despite the zombie apocalypse, it's surprisingly grounded in reality.
And I can confirm firsthand after working in a corporate setting, I would much rather be running for my life from zombies than getting into the office at 5 a.m.
I think my favorite aspect about this anime is that although it really surrounds this whole concept of the dead, the focal point and message of the story is about living your life, and to not let that outside noise distract you from accomplishing your dream.
This boy is scared of women. Kinjiro's mom and sister love wrestling, and because of this, he has developed gynophobia, the fear of women. If a girl just touches him, his nose will bleed, he'll get all sweaty, and sometimes he just faints.
Oh, so this is basically Sanji Vinsmoke the anime.
But is he really afraid of girls, or are girls afraid of him?
One day, in an attempt to escape a girl, Kinjiro runs into the bathroom only to find Subaru, the butler of the headmaster's daughter, Kanade. It turns out he is a she. Surprised, Subaru knocked him out. Kinjiro woke up to Kanade asking for him to keep Subaru's secret, and in exchange, they would get rid of his girl phobia. This is Mayochiki.
If this isn't the most anime plotline ever, I don't know what is.
The entire Rent-A-Girlfriend fanbase has been in this exact spot.
This new anime just got a teaser trailer. So Scott Pilgrim just got its first teaser trailer, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks sick. We only got about a 30-second peek, and from that, I will say the animation style is looking good. Similar to the original comics and the 2010 live-action movie. Speaking of that, mostly everyone who worked on the 2010 movie is also working on the anime. This is Scott Pilgrim, and it will be airing November 17th on Netflix.
This just looks like fire. It's like the Joker Harley Quinn isekai that's coming up as well.
And honestly, there's something really charming about the animation style. Just like a haircut, sometimes less is more.
新しい時代にかけてきた。まさかちょっと前にもねしてくれ戦えと。
What I love about One Piece is that it started off as a pirate adventure about chasing your dreams, and now it's transformed into this socio-political, ideological thriller.
If my friends asked me to send them a One Piece trailer, this is what I'd show them.
I got something else in mind.
Nah, this dude is too smooth.
I don't know what it is, but there's something about a really nice anime edit that just tickles my fingers.
Doron, what are you on?
My bad, been hanging around Gojo and Luffy too much.
Guys, run up pray for Doron in the comments before it's too late.
I'm in the cut. I'm lost like Zoro.
Never mind, it's too late.
There are many noteworthy samurai in the land of Wano, such as Kozuki, Oden, and Shimotsuki Ryuma, but one man who's not brought up that much is the double sword style user Ushimaru, also known as a descendant of the sword god and a former daimyo, and as many of y'all have noticed, he looks nearly identical to Zoro, with the only contrast being their hair colors, and if you ever wondered why they look related, well, it's because they are. The lineage of Zoro was explained by Oda in SBS Volume 101, and as it turns out, his grandmother named Furiko Shimotsuki was the sister of Ushimaru, which basically makes Ushimaru his great uncle. While not a lot is known about this character other than the fact he carries 2 blades and possesses a strong enough willpower that not even Kaido himself could break, he also can go many days without eating, as stated by himself that a samurai doesn't feel hunger, which is an interesting parallel to the early chapters of One Piece when boss head had not eaten for 9 days and was aiming to do so for an entire month.
I just think it's crazy that Oda drops this Easter egg so early on in the story just to make it relate to one of Zoro's relatives.
He constantly drops these out-of-pocket Easter eggs and they end up paying off way down the line.
Devils and Chainsaw Man are supernatural creatures born from the pits of the underworld and are the embodiment of humanity's collective fears. They look down at humans as inferior beings whose sole purpose are to be their prey. Their appearances differentiate depending on the fear they incarnated from. Some devils look more terrifying and monstrous than others because of this factor. However, not all of them are equally as hostile. Some can be considered friendly or at the bare minimum neutral towards humans. Because of this, they take on a more humanoid appearance, such as the angel devil. Though when these supernatural entities take over a human body permanently, basically possession, they become fiends. Now, hybrids like Denji on the other hand are a little bit different. Unlike fiends, hybrids retain their human consciousness and appearance but keep the demonic powers. This happens when a devil has fused with a human, like when Pochita replaced Denji's heart. You can also form a contract with these creatures depending on the conditions. Most public safety officials have contracts to help them on their job.
What I like about the devil system, not only because it's similar to the curse system in Jujutsu Kaisen, it's because there's a level of nuance compared to a bunch of its contemporaries. What do you think about it, Tamir?
Makima, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So let's say you heard Roger's final words to the world and want to find the legendary treasure known as the One Piece to become king of the pirates. How exactly does one accomplish that? Well, first you need a crew, which is pretty obvious. However, it must have an extremely skilled navigator that can get y'all through the Grand Line. But let's say you have your navigator, combatant, cook, shipwright, emergency food, and everything else Luffy has.
Chopper as an emergency food source is the best One Piece violation out there today.
What you call a violation, I just call resourceful.
Well, you're going to be encountering a bunch of strong pirates, so you need to make sure you have powerful nakamas. Otherwise, you're getting slept like Bellamy. The next step is to find the rolled poneglyphs. They are 4 massive red blocks inscribed with an ancient text that once deciphered can lead you to the final island, which is where the One Piece is located. If you don't have someone that can read the poneglyphs, however, you're pretty much screwed. And even if you do have someone that can read it, the only ones with poneglyphs are most likely the 4 emperors, and it's highly unlikely you're gonna make it past them. So yeah, you're not becoming king.
I will admit, having someone on your crew that can read the poneglyphs is very useful, but I like Shank's approach more. He embraced working smarter, not harder, and all I gotta say is RIP Kid.
Honestly, you don't even need to work to become the pirate king. If you're buggy, you just fill upwards and you get all your success.
Buggy D Clown is the epitome of fake it till you make it.
Well, that was really fun and honestly pretty insightful. Make sure to show your support for Goldie Air, Kaza Daza-sama, and Anime Senpai because they make some great content. Thank you to my sponsors at FRESHCUT GG, and remember to use code Doron when you download the app. Other than that, I'll catch y'all in the next video.